Deep Rough Podcast. I'm your host, Ali Gary. At the Deep Rough Podcast, we discuss all things golf, so let's get right into it. The title of this video is Phil Mickelson Was Right. And I think there's a lot of people out there who owe Phil an apology. You know, for Jay Monahan and the PGA Tour to crucify Phil the way that they did was probably a little heavy-handed. And Phil probably could have gone about it in a better way as far as his word choice and things of that nature, but we're not going to nitpick that. We're just going to be realistic about what happened. And Phil was demoralized. He was his private life was exposed. Everything that could happen bad to Phil happened bad to Phil because of these choices. And when you see that the PGA Tour now is basically mimicking the tour that Phil left for and writing all the concerns that Phil had, it's very troubling to me because Phil was made out to be a terrible person. And Phil was made out to be a terrible person because he said there was terrible things going on. And after Phil has taken this abuse, if you will, the same establishment that handed out the abuse has turned around and done the same thing that the place Phil left him for is doing. It just seems a little harsh because Phil was accused of taking blood money, dealing with these bad people and everything else. But America's #2 trade country is Saudi Arabia. And I learned that today from Stephen A. Smith on ESPN. And that was very interesting to me that the onus for these rights to, or this moral ground to be decided is by Phil Mickelson versus the corporations of America that deal directly with Saudi Arabia daily. You know, it's when you understand that it has become too much of a personal attack on Phil. To me, I have not heard Jay mention anything or anyone else in defense of the PGA Tour about any of the corporations that deal directly with Saudi Arabia. Not one time. And everyone else who has taken money has been greedy, you know what, and at some point in time, we have to understand that that's just not right. It's just not right. There's a bigger picture. If that's what your real issue is, there's a bigger entity to take that up with. That's not Phil Mickelson's responsibility in that situation. And for these guys to not have the right to go seek guaranteed paydays and better conditions for them to play in that are more suitable to their needs, it's just ridiculous. It's just the arrogance of you should stay here. You should have to stay here to where I give you less, and you don't like the structure as much as you like this one. But because I feel as if you should, you should. That's like the most un-American thing that you could see. This is America, and this is free enterprise, and everyone that I know is always trying to strive to get more and make more money or do better or just whatever it is. You know, this is competing in life. And I just think Phil got a raw deal. I'd like to know what you think in the comments. Make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe, and talk to you soon.